Hi everyone, my name's Mad Matt Lugos. Welcome back to Disco Elysium, the final cut. So, I had a chat with Everett last time after we kind of progressed the search for Ruby a bit further, after we spoke to the washerwoman. She does have a name that I've forgotten, but we've kind of tricked Everett a bit. We got the wrong signatures. We just got any signatures for his little building project, his little kind of maniacal saviour building project that he's got going. So in this episode, our quest log has thinned out quite nicely, so I might just kind of try and tick some of these off before we maybe trigger anything to do with Ruby. I mean, my guess is that Ruby is here on these ruins, unless we've already been there, but I believe that this here is the lighthouse and we can't cross here. So we're either going to need a boat to get across. Maybe Joyce can give us a lift. Maybe we can get Lillian's boat. Maybe she'll sail us over there. We've got a couple of quests that we need to do after bedtime, after we send Kimmy away. We're going to try and ask Lillian out on a date, I believe, right? And we're going to go and talk to someone to try and get our gun back, I believe, which I think is the landlord, the old woman. So I've not done this, the pissing competition. There's a pissing match between Precinct 41 and Kim's precinct, so we need to ask Kimmy about that. We can't explore the secret passage because we need to pass a check. I might just go and give it a try and see what happens. And we need to buy these pants from Kuno. Because we have a place to sleep, I will be able to spend my money on peripherals now. So I'll go and do that once I have enough money. We're only one armor piece away. We need the helmet, I think. I don't know when we should do this. Maybe you guys could advise me. Should we just leave this until as late as possible? We know that the freezer might not be completely reliable. We need to find the murder weapon, which I feel like might be in the ice cream maker. But again, we need a physical check to get in there. Finding the bullet traces, I feel like I've been everywhere. I just can't find where it would come from. I mean, we've been to the boardwalk so many times. It's just not there. But it's probably in that building. Find some smokes. Who was it we were going to ask for this? Was it Tommy? I think it was Tommy we could ask for smokes. I don't think we can progress this quest unless we've progressed Sona's quest. So I think that this one's dead in the water. Yeah. And Lillian might ask a girl on a date. So yeah. What should we be doing now? Let's maybe go and try and do a bunch of these white checks that are very low percentage on the off chance that we hit them. We've got the ice cream maker. I think most of them will be snake eyes to hit, double sixes to hit. The barred door, we don't need to do that one. That one's for later. The door. No, not the wooded door. We need the barred door. That's at the whirling. Measure head. We could go and do that. The cafeteria window. Is that the one we smashed? I think so. Ceiling. I don't know. That's convincing him to give us money, but we might as well just try it, right? The sleeping dock worker. Oh, that's physical instrument. Yeah, so a lot of these are physical checks. Which are obviously things we're just very rarely gonna get, right? We do have some buffs to conceptualization. Sorry, this is just a terrible way to start an episode, isn't it? I think it's like a theme of mine where I just do stuff that's inevitably gonna make someone click away from the video. Manipulating this might make this door open.
A rusted control panel with several knobs. The words Marsh and Arrête. Very, very slightly, even more faded.
What does Arrête mean?
The crane does not return to its original position.
Okay.
Does not move at all.
Marsh?
No screech of metal when you push the button this time.
Okay. Yeah, we're not going to hit that check, but I will get to a point where I'm just, if there are checks that all need a double six, I'll just do them anyway. So we'll go and talk to Measurehead first. I think that was conceptualization. We've got items that we can buff conceptualization with. I think maybe 2 to buff it. Yeah, I think we've got a shirt and maybe a jacket. But maybe we should go and do the ceiling first, because we might get some clothes out of it. Or some shoes, wasn't it, I think? Oh, we've got empathy shoes on though, don't we? I don't know if that's necessary. Right, let's just double check. Measure heads. Measure heads. Right, conceptualization is only a medium check. I can't remember exactly what it was for. But we're not losing any conceptualization currently. Right, so as is tradition, I end up clicking through every item in the game. There we go, there's the conceptualization shirt. Conceptualization jacket. I feel like there was one more. Nope. Okay, so that brings conceptualization to a 4. So it's probably going to be a coin flip. It was only a medium though. Right, we've not spoken to the big man for a while. Brace yourself.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Okay, it's quite high. This is going to bring it down, surely. Why are you not with the Hardy Boys? What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean? Let's ask this first, because I think these two would piss him off. What do those tattoos mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
He gestures toward the lorry man down the street.
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead woman visiting the fritter nearby.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
You sure I'm not craniometrically superior to you? You're right, craniometric perfection. That's craniometric perfection. My race doesn't stand a chance. Let's just let him prattle on here, say nothing.
Your silence betrays your inferiority. You do not have a reply. You should enter a deep race slumber. Perhaps in 4,000 years, there is need for a servile homunculus.
I don't know how to deal with this guy. Why aren't you with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
Okay.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
But you're all part of the Union. There's more to it. What have you got against them?
Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a narcotics peddler. It's shameful.
Clashy? What do you mean?
Find out for yourself. Endomorphic blob.
Interesting.
The lieutenant takes a quick note. Isn't Everard the Union boss? Like, what? White?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
He turns his eyes towards the harbour, seemingly bored with you. I do always think that the kind of the colour descriptions of races is just kind of exacerbates the problem a lot. Do you know what I mean? Because there's so much variation within those wide boxes of, you know, like white and black and whatever. You know, someone who's Black African, like there's a big difference between someone who's like West African and someone who's East African or Northeast or Southeast, right? Like big differences. Just like there's a big difference between like, you know, someone who's like pale and freckled and ginger like me compared to someone who's from, you know, Southeastern Europe who might have like black hair and more olive skin, right? There's like a big difference within that, but I guess when you discuss things in this terms, it's always going to sound quite reductive, right?
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Yeah, but you still serve him. How does that factor into your life? You keep telling yourself that. I'm sorry, of course. I understand now, deeper. Yeah, you still serve him, though.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did.
Okay, naivistic communist. So maybe he's not talking about race in a genetic way, maybe in some sort of political sense.
Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Dude, what am I then? Am I a communist or an individualist? Those are two completely conflicting ideologies. I don't believe in communism or individualism in their entirety. Yeah, I believe in the middle of the road, a fourth mysterious thing.
Zaum, individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
No, it's not from youth culture. It doesn't affect my thinking.
Of course it does. You are a degenerate individualist
God.
and a rock and roll rebel. A pawn of international finance, just like the rest of your ham-colored race.
Oh God, he's calling me a gammon. This is the problem when you, like, you know, if you ever either get into a conversation with someone whose views are so politicized that they just are so like kind of bigoted that they will not listen to a word you say because they already have you pegged. Do you know what I mean? Or you see other people having a political discussion and they're not having a discussion, they're just shouting at each other, and they put you in a box. Like I really hate things like that. Like I don't like belonging to any group. Like any group whatsoever. Like I hate it. I guess that would put me in the individualism category, but just in that aspect, I guess. Can't believe you just called me a gammon, basically.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Oh God. Okay, I'll ask, who are the Seminoles? I don't really know who the Seminoles are. I've recently experienced head trauma. Who are the Seminoles?
The South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericamasis and arrived here 4,000 years ago, millennia before you. We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So you were born and raised on the islands before you even moved to Revachol?
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale.
So you didn't come from the islands, basically. You're a descendant.
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
He's just heard about it, guys. All these theories, he heard about it on the radio.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
Oh, well, too bad, Measurehead. You're not really Seminese, you're just from Revachol.
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Simony strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world.
I'm sure it will, buddy.
You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with. Think upon it.
Jeez. Kimmy, what do you think?
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be a really good one.
Well said, Kimmy.
That will be the...
That will be our lucky racist.
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic friend
Hey.
has quick wits, a protruding occiput, and an indented zygomatic bone.
The lieutenant does not flinch.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. He still has the use of his mind.
Subscribe to his advanced race theory. Like, I really don't want to do that. But, you know, I keep going on about this fear of missing out in games. Like, you know, you want to do everything, but I really don't want to subscribe to the racist guy's theory, especially when the way he's just categorised Kimmy. I'm not standing for that. Whatever, man. Do we need to subscribe to it to get past him, though? Just walk past him, dude. I really don't want to, but I want to get past him. I feel like this is the only way to get past him.
Your race descent has
Shut
only
up.
worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
I really don't want to. I just want to get to that box, dude. I'll think about it. You guys tell me. Yeah, please, just tell me. I want to make my own decisions, obviously, but just tell me if that's a good idea or not. I'm not gonna, you know, ask for these kind of tips that often, but just tell me if that's a good idea, because I don't want to join a racist cult by accident. Right, we got the rhetoric one with Sealing. I might just go and do that, even though we're asking for money off him. Let's get a rhetoric shirt on. I don't think we had any other rhetoric boosts. What did we put on for? No, I think that's our old setup. We're not losing any rhetoric, are we? No. Okay, let's go to Sealing, see if we can. I think it was money we were going to get off him, wasn't it? 3 T's. How idiomatic. 3 T's. Oh. Oh, for fleet. Weird that we never noticed that before. We need to get the smokes off Tommy.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
Got any smokes?
Nope. Don't smoke.
He nods towards the big lorry behind him.
Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the sweet release of death.
Hey, isn't he, like, smoking right now? The smell is in the air.
You're smoking right now, dude.
Okay. But this is my last one. And it's a bad habit. You should quit before both of us have lung cancer.
Dude, I helped you out and you won't even give me a smoke. I mean, maybe he's got tattoos, right? Maybe he's the other Why do I always forget what they're called? The company, Crinell. Got any money?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
Sudden financial duties snap him out of his days. He seems really impatient with us all of a sudden. Who?
The bosses, man.
I don't know who these bosses think they are, but that sounds like a good arrangement for them. So you're broke, got it. What else? Makes sense, first work then pay.
Makes sense. It sucks is what it does.
Maybe don't tell people. The people they don't like are actually right.
Maybe. Alright, Sealing.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Oh, this feels a bit harsh. Well, let's just give it a try. We do need some cash.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business, remember.
Oh, this feels a bit harsh. Hey, you seem like a really successful entrepreneur. Would you like to support a member of the local police force?
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
His face suddenly serious.
After all this mess, the broken seals, lying to you, come on.
Oh, we're asking for a bribe. Oh, no. Think of it as an investment.
An investment? What kind of investment?
He raises a brow, intrigued.
Or you could not make this about corruption and go with something even wilder.
It's an investment in me, a highly experimental human being. My risk-reward ratio is insane. Invest into me not telling your employer about your operation here. I'm a policeman. It's an investment in good relations with the RCM. It's an investment in your customer base. Gotta prime the pump, man. It's an investment in me, a highly experimental human being.
I guess it can't be any riskier than speculating in exotic derivatives. How much are we talking about here?
1 million.
But officer, I don't have that kind of money. There's got to be a more modest investment.
Alright, 10.
10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment. You got it, my man.
He takes a 10 note from the leather pouch. Sweet. Oh, the tree's available again. One of these had a check.
Shine on.
Yes, yes, yes.
Stylish shades, huh? They'd be even more stylish if you paid for them with net worth. Go over and ask him.
What did we need electrochemistry for? The mirror? I think we passed a check on these.
You keep coming.
If he really wants to save the economy, that sounds off.
What are you talking about?
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
This doesn't make any sense. Why exactly does the economy need saving? Yeah, I'll try to be more economically conscious, thanks.
Very cool.
You find your hat. The box smells like
Economical, but
And this one was the shoes.
the speakers, but you should go over and ask him about paying for those sneakers with your net worth.
$50 real. Right, we could go and buy the pants off. The trousers. Sorry, I've Americanized again. Off Kuno now, right? Our trousers haven't exactly been... Oh, our composure's pretty good though. I can't remember what these ones gave us. I'm just going to try a bunch of checks and stuff now.
Fuck does Kuno care?
South Affair and physical instrument we actually could use, so... Here you go, kid.
Here, pig. We're fun now. Performance buddies.
Kuno unzips his jacket again and pulls the pants out of the plastic wrapping.
Kuno can already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Pig's in Kuno's debt now. Money debt.
He looks at you with pride.
Money debt doesn't mean anything. He's just saying words.
Yes, I know.
You're not in his debt.
I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fuck.
Yeah. Right. So we're going to lose a composure, but our composure is quite high. Oh, I do have a point, and I'd like to I'll probably put that in there as well. So, oh god, we look horrendous, especially with these shoes. These would look good with the boots, right? But I'm losing empathy. I'm not sure they look good with the boots. They need to be lace-ups for that to look good, I guess. Yeah, we're all over the place. Alright, so we picked that one up. That means our physical instrument could possibly be a 4, right? I think that's... because we've got the shirt, that's physical instrument. Oh no, it's just the top. Did we not have one more? Oh yeah, let's get that back on. Don't like losing empathy slots. Okay. Let's stick that on for now. And we've got some physical instrument checks we could do. We've got the door up here. And the ice cream maker, so let's go try the ice cream maker. See if we can get that open with... Do we need the pry bar equipped, or did we need like a really good pry bar, a better pry bar? Let's just get the pry bar on there, just in case. Let's hope the body's still okay. We should have checked up on it. We've left it in there for a while. This
orange machine is dead still. It has a hand...
Yeah, where do we get a new pry bar from then? Well, let's just check on the body, because why not?
The bear's eyes are still glowing red.
No, I think everything's okay there. Yeah, I don't want to have to put points into physical instrument, so I'm trying to think where we'd get a new pry bar from.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly.
Where would we get a better pry bar from? Maybe in that building that we're going to end up in, looking for Ruby. I'm just trying to think of what we should do now. We've got that conceptualization check. I don't think that's open though, is it? No, I think it is. Not measure head. The backyard wall. Could try that. Rhetoric. We could try that, yeah. Let's go to the horseback monument. Yeah, it's this way. Sorry, I know I'm getting a bit side questy now, but... It was, encyclopedia, right. I'm not losing any encyclopedia, but we did have some buffs, I believe. Unless it was the hat I gave away. Right, there we go. 2 to encyclopedia. I'm fairly sure that was our only encyclopedia buff. Yep. What did this king do?
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
In what way?
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol.
Very reckless then.
His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
How did he blow through all of it?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices.
Jeez.
There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
The man certainly knew how to live.
I would like to sleep on gold, hustler style. The king is the king and he can do anything. Wait, really? There's no way that's true. Deplorable farce, no wonder everything went to shit. Yeah, that sounds a bit hyperbolic.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
So he was addicted to coke, a bloated druggie.
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Interlindian Bay. This is slander. The king was just and beautiful. The revolutionaries made this all up.
That's a lot to process.
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
Okay, but where's he buried now?
Beneath the cold waters of the Interlindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum.
What happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
Who restored the monument?
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
I think that's quite cool. Yeah, nihilistic.
People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists.
I quite like it.
Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death.
That's an interesting concept, right? For it to be in pieces like that. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to go and talk to Measurehead. Sorry, guys. The ramifications can't be that bad, surely. Conceptualization. You and... which shirt was it? There we go. Perfect. Right, I'm just going to go and do it. I mean, Kimmy will surely know we're just doing it to try and sneak past him, so... We're like a mix of... like, track athlete and, like, university lecturer right now. Alright, Measurehead. I am an inferior race.
Your race descent has only worsened since the last.
Go ahead. Don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets.
Damn it. Let's just leave it.
That's understandable. Jean-Luc Measurehead is a sage and an intellectual giant of race theory. Who are you?
Never mind. While we've got our conceptualization gear on and the potential of having to put another point in it later, we might as well go and try the artwork if it's open. I think it's open. Keep up, Kimmy. Alright. Well, that's a fail. We haven't missed a check. A reasonably high check for a little while. We should go and talk to Cindy the Skull, right?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
It's only 3%.
Yeah. Why? It's a wall. An ordinary wall.
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass by? We have business to it.
Yes, Kimmy, I know. Hey there, Sind.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
This faggot and fuck the world send their best.
I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
The bemusement in her voice doesn't fully mask genuine tenderness.
They seem to hold you in high esteem. I think they're afraid of you. Maybe it's just the skull solidarity. I made up the sending their best part, but I did talk to you. Maybe it's just skull solidarity.
They'll never be skulls, but...
She
But
softens.
their hearts are in the right place.
What are you even trying to achieve? You're being a bit silly.
She throws you a conspiratorial glance, then presses her finger to her lips and squints up at the sky, as though straining to hear something in the distance.
Have you noticed the quiet? Every so often, you might hear a gunshot pierce the air somewhere in Jamrock. But in Martinez, no gunshots, no sirens. The people are languishing in boredom and complacency. This place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the raucous. You bring the sirens.
What is it with these skulls and cooperation? They have to be the nicest violent street gang in Revachol West.
Okay, oh wait a sec. Oh, signal blue navy coat. Oh, nice. This classic double-breasted coat suits everyone, including you. And if you ever find yourself battling winds at the helm of a ship, then the coat's heavy fabric has got your back, even if moths have left a few holes in it. Nice. Our other jacket was for composure. Oh, that suggestion. Right, let's get a different shirt back on. Should we take drama or... I don't want to lose any empathy. We really need a better shirt. I'll just take the basic logic buff then. And we'll try this out for a bit with the extra suggestion. Oh! Look at that, guys. We need a better hat as well, really. We're looking sharp. Oh, except for the gloves, maybe. The +2 interfacing is nice. I want to look at. I want to put together a half decent looking outfit, you know. I'm happy with the glasses boost. The gloves just look rubbish. Like the fingerless gloves will look better. Or maybe these will. Yeah, those look better. We haven't, without my detective hat, we haven't really got an attractive option for that. The bum hat. I'm alright with that, I think. We're losing the rhetoric. Composure's really low. I'm not losing one to composure, am I? That puts perception at a 6. Yeah, I don't like composure being that low. But we're only 10 points off a level up, so I'll put another point into composure. What clothes were we using that were boosting composure? It was the jacket, wasn't it? Yeah. Ah, the trousers, that was it. Yeah, let's just roll with it like this for the time being. It's a bit different, I like it. We're a bit more in disguise, right? So let's head back over to the fishing village. And see if we can pick up any more bullet traces. Or maybe we just listen to the wind and get in that building, because I don't think any of these leads are going to get us close to anywhere except for talking to Lillian, right? I keep feeling like there should be something extra in here, but there's not. Oh, we needed to talk to Kimmy about this station stuff. Kimmy.
Yes?
Tell me about the case
What
again.
do you want to know?
Now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know more about this pissing competition you mentioned.
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the industrial harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
Right. So it's a struggle over who runs Martinez or who doesn't want to run it.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words.
We just don't. Neither district wants it.
I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
Oh, so they thought Kimmy wouldn't be able to solve it, maybe. So that's why they sent him.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
Yeah, so you came really to spoil it.
Yes, I am an unrepentant spoilsport.
The lieutenant appears pleased with this. What do you think so special about or not so special about Martinez?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
What does it say about me that my station sent me here? He raises an eyebrow, thinking it best to let you make the next move. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. There can only be one conclusion. I'm the finest case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be the augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. I probably have an unbelievable kill count. I'm going to leave why I was sent unspecified. I mean, they've sent us because we're a useless drunk at this point in our career, right? Even though we're one of the most decorated detectives in the precinct. Yeah, I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people.
No.
There will be a bloodletting of unimaginable proportions, unimaginable.
Oh no, it's very imaginable. We fail to place responsibility for the hanging. The harbor company see the situation is out of control, so they bring in private military, maybe a gunship. The Union responds in strength. Automatic fire.
Mm-hmm.
Local law enforcement solving one little homicide decides nothing. Not solving it can have real and calculable effects. Things can always get worse. Matter of fact, augury, we should move.
Mm-hmm. Alright, tell me something else, Kimmy.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
What if I want to work the case alone? Beat it, you're cramping my style. Just an observation, Kimmy.
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
Distinctive?
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
And how's that?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
Yes, but containers contain things. Shiny things. They're interesting.
That's racist. Why containers?
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Right. We just picked up a white check, so let's logic ourselves out. We'll get our logic hat back on. Did we have? Did we have logic glasses? Logic hat? Oh no, we've got a logic hat. Oh, logic's already getting a bump from the shirt. Yep. So I don't think any of our jackets had a logic boost. There it is. And the jacket. Right, logic is one of our most boostable stats. Right, Kimmy.
Yes?
Why did the 41st send me?
Look at you. It's because you're a failure.
Exactly.
They sent you to slight Precinct 57.
Yeah, makes more sense than the other stuff because no one wants to be in charge of Martinez, so they send me to fail at the case.
Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late and argues with his necktie.
Yes.
You weren't sent here to win.
Kim, what if my precinct sent me on this case because I'm a fuck up, like as a joke?
I've considered it.
So it's true.
It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional. But I also think it's somewhat unlikely.
Why's that?
I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win.
So you are their finest.
I am the finest of nothing.
You really see me as a safe bet?
Safe? No. But you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet. But it's there.
I'll take that as a compliment, Kimmy.
So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
He's right. There are no airtight theories, just paranoia. You've given it some thought. Now let it go.
Okay, we got another point. That's crazy we can get such a boost of logic. savoir-faire. What else did I... The shirt, right? No, we've got the logic shirt on already. We need a better shirt, basically. Would really like composure though. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We'll save the point for the time being. Thanks for that, Kimmy. The bullet thing is only going to appear as a thought, right? So I'm not too sure where we go from here, really. Right. Yeah, where on the boardwalk are we supposed to check, dude? Oh. A little black swallow circles above you. You hear it chirrup. The water runs from the west. The source is upstream. A broken pipe. Still nothing. I feel like we just have to do this wind check thing. So I don't think we're going to find anything here, because I think that this is the boardwalk location, right? Let's go and listen to the wind. I don't want to miss out. Ask a girl on a date, then ask her. Ask the wind, maybe. I feel like we should still be able to ask Lillian on the date. It's just, there's nothing else that I've got to do, right? Really. What was this check? Oh, it shivers. It's a difficult check though. And we're losing shivers. Oh no, we're not. Right. We've got a few boosts to shivers, I believe. It's just me checking all this stuff again. Right, jacket. No. Oh. Scarf. Shirt. Beautiful. It's still not going to be a high one, but...
The once bright mural towers above you, saying, Feld Electrical, R&D. Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Dude, 83. This is like my cursed number. Come on now, hit me.
Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
She's down there.
I think she's down there, below this building.
Okay. Why?
Ever since I woke up, maybe even before, I've been getting these strange cold spells. The wind told me.
So, how do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
There's a ladder next to the sign. Perhaps we can climb it, enter through the roof.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
Alright, what's this? Oh, wait. Do I need is this a savoir-faire check?
A rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Assess the situation.
The distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded and the peeling rust is razor sharp. In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180?
Yeah, seems about right.
Not to mention that the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead, what if you were to do something more subtle?
Such as?
Astral projection. Be open-minded about this.
What if I don't climb? What if I just teleport?
Teleportation is not a thing.
The lieutenant stares at you, Stoneface. Come on, Kim. Where's your adventurous spirit?
This really has nothing to do with adventure. We are dealing with basic physics here.
Won't hurt to try.
Oh yes, it could hurt. A lot.
No way. 97. This guy could get only Snake Eyes lose. Because we saw Tiago climbing. Awesome. So we're not going to teleport, but we're going to climb the wall somehow. I don't know. Let's do it.
All you need to do is close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is...
do it.
Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear. Your atoms fading out of existence.
Nice.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
Don't gloat. Just stand there like a Samaran master.
You know, for the record, you didn't teleport there. You just climbed the ladder with your eyes closed.
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear.
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside.
Don't go adventuring without backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
Oh, that's amazing. I hope this isn't like the end of the game or something, but... I'm sorry, guys. I know this is a cliffhanger and I've done a lot of nothingness in this episode, but it's going to happen. I'm going to leave the episode there. We'll pick it up from here in the next one straight away. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave me a like if you did, please. And just remember, everybody, never trust and uncrate. I'll see you back on the rooftop.